These are people that will be shaped by whatsoever conversation that the church is able to propound and dish out to them. And this presents the church with a golden opportunity to be able to craft emotional, but that are logical and that are strategic. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that recommendation, and thank God that all our leaders are here, they're listening to us. And of course, it's a good platform that we've started already. With this, I believe we're going further. So, how can faith communities address corruption within their own systems before confronting corruption in society? I take it again. How can faith communities address corruption within their own systems before confronting corruption in the society? Of course, we'll be hearing a lot of noises from the people out there, how people...
And there was a time when if you give a tithe in church, they're going to ask you, where did you get this money from? I have a mentor who in his church, someone gave a tithe of 40 million naira. So if 1/10 is tithe, it meant he had a proceed of 400 million. And when the pastor was checking it, because it's when you give tithe, they check your name. That is the tradition we began to grow in. So he asked who put this money, and they told him. And he called him. He was a retired rear admiral. And he said, where did you get this money from? Are you a thief? Truth, with sound biblical hermeneutics and homiletics and application. They must look at the Bible and interpret it properly and teach us the truth. And they themselves should live out that life, because a leader is always the first step. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chief Bure, I don't know if you're with us. I have a question for you, sir. Are you with us? Okay. All right. This question says, how can the in the fight without diluting their convictions. Chief Sena, we're still giving you this question. How can Christians engage with leaders of other faiths without diluting their convictions? Thank you, sir. Chief Sena, are you with us? Hello, Chief Sena, are you with us? Okay. How can Christians engage with leaders of other faiths without diluting their convictions?
Leaders and all Christians, because we live with non-Christians as our neighbors, as our school classmates, business customers, clients. It's for us to embrace non-Christians and to show the light, to beam the light of Christ, to them, so that we will influence our world. I hope I've answered. 1 minute, you said.
Thank you so much. Yes, looking at the time, we have this last one is a very important one. That's why we have to just skip some of the questions on the focus of leadership beyond religion. This one is very important to us. The next generation of kingdom leaders, because when Dr. Victor was talking, he was actually talking about the next generation that is coming on board. What are they, what experience have they gotten from this generation we're talking about, and all that, talking about someone that has been given birth in 1990 something or so, he mentioned. So we're going to be talking about the next generation of kingdom leaders empowering young Christians for political influence. Dr. Victor, you're going to be starting. What are the biggest barriers preventing young Christians from entering politics, and how can the church break them? Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's a very good question. But I'm not about to give a bad answer just like
like Chief did.
Yes, that's a very good question. So, what can the church do, you said, in breaking barriers? What are those encumbrances that is affecting effective participation of Christians in politics?
Young Christians.
Young Christians. Unfortunately, we live in a country where our politics is very, very expensive. Very expensive because to participate in politics in Nigeria requires some level of financial stability on your part. To pick a nomination for...
So much. Actually, the spirit is one. Do you know, I don't know if Dr. Victor was here yesterday, but he literally said almost all the things we discussed here, even the questions we had about how capital intensive politics is. Thank you so much for that. All right, Chief, I hope you're still here. We're going to be giving us a good answer right now, not the bad one. How can mentorship, discipleship, and platform building help shape confident, value-driven Christian leaders? Chief, this one is to you, Chief Murray. How can mentorship, discipleship, and platform building help shape confident, value-driven Christian leaders? In 1 minute. Honorable Dupa, as this one, what should churches start doing differently? Maybe we've been doing it.
We are doing, we need to be more intentional, we need to be more systematic, and we need to just